The word squares for AQ7OS are being activated as wet squares during an ocean diving safari led by Sergei R9OOF with Maria UB9OGC and Dmitry UB9OFY. Listen for the call signs AQ7OF/NN, AQ7VD/NN, and AQ7NB/NN from the 26th of October through to the 2nd of November. They will be on the air using SSB on 20, 17, 15 and 10 meters. During this not uncommon way to combine boating adventure with amateur radio, the whales won't just be fishing for QSOs, but diving for recreation from a chartered yacht. But without these archipelagos on your list for all-time new ones, Sergei writes on his page on QRZ.com that you're bound to be disappointed. He wrote, quote, "I am not on the air from any islands," end quote. This is Jim Meachin, ZL2BHF.
Young amateurs from Bangladesh are preparing for the trip of a lifetime at a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For some, it will be their first major de-expedition. Here's Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
Organisers from the Amateur Radio Club of Kalba are calling the Sundarbans de-expedition a milestone event that will combine the talents of newly licensed ham radio operators from Bangladesh under the coordinating Chevo Sierra 21 Charlie Mike Delta. Operating from what is considered the world's largest mangrove forest, the youthful team of as many as 20 will be putting the call sign Sierra 21 Sierra Delta X-ray on the air from the 13th to the 15th of November. Chevo said in an email, quote, "Bangladesh's few young amateur radio operators are not only connecting voices across continents, but also carrying the spirit of nature in every transmission, whether calling CQ or sharing stories over HF," end quote. They'll be operating on most of the HF bands using SSB and FT8. The activation in the West Forest Division of the Palmer Range will be a POTA activation as much as a de-expedition. The Sundarbans is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a sanctuary for the Bengal tiger. Shivo said, quote, "Our target is to test and prove the potential of young amateur radio operators of Bangladesh and to spotlight the beauty, biodiversity and cultural richness of the Sundarbans to the world through the universal language of radio," end quote. This is Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
For our final story this week, we encourage you to turn your lights out in the spirit of the Halloween season. Get ready for something special from Jim Davis, W2JKD.
Popular operating events, like zombies, never seem to die. But what happens when one long-running popular operating event is, in fact, full of zombies? It's an event that rises from its eternal slumber for one day every year in the hopes that the bands may not be dead. Welcome to the Zombie Shuffle, which is marking its 28th year of bringing CW operators back to life by inviting them into the slow lane of QRS while operating QRP. You'll find the QRP zombies in their usual HF haunts on the 24th of October. We'll be on the air from 1500 local time to local midnight anywhere in North and South American time zones. This is considered a contest, so no one stands a ghost of a chance grabbing a contact on 60, 30, 17, or 12. By the way, the organizers want you to know that there's no point to this event except, as they say on their website, and I quote, "to get on the air and have some goofy fun with fellow zombies and QRPers," unquote. In other words, this is just a little exercise.